Well, welcome back to Palm Tree Life. Glad to have you all back. We are finally in another empire. So we stretch over actually 3 kingdoms if you count Damat. Even though it's not an empire, it is a kingdom that is Palm Tree Life. So you can see there's the separate 3: Ajuran, Damat, and Kanem-Bornu. And you can see our house stretches out over all of that. So we are spreading out over Africa, and in this episode the goal is, you can see Western Africa has really broken up, and so we are going to try to get as far as we can, and I'm not sure how far that's going to be. We're sitting pretty good. People don't like us, but we are 25, so we're in good shape as far as just that side of things go. We don't have a lot of great traits, and I actually switched. I know I'm naturally a learner, but I actually switched it to martial because I need to help this character out on some of the martial side of things, so I went martial with him, and the plan is to take a lot of ground. So I might have stayed learning if I thought there was a chance we would be the culture head, but there's no chance we're going to be the culture head, I don't think, unless it's really late in life, because Ajuran's pretty powerful. So hopefully Ajuran can give the Hamed a run for their money, maybe even stretch out up into northern Africa. That'd be nice if they could do that. If a chance happens, right now I can't get an alliance with Ajuran, but if a chance happens where I can, I am going to go for that alliance, even if it means I have to switch player characters to accept it. I will make sure that that happens. But other than that, let's get into it. Alright, we're about 10 years into Hamar's life here, and we have blobbed quite a bit. Like, we've expanded out, and I'm getting ready to attack the kingdom of Borgu, and I'll take most of that, and then we'll just keep adding in these little counties and duchies here and there. As you can see, we used to have the kingdom of Songhai, the kingdom of Ghana, kingdom of Mali, the kingdom of Jen. They were kind of all united, and as their heirs died and the kingdom split, they became really, really weak, and we took full advantage of that. Over here, Ajuran's still going, but Damat actually was taken over by a separate house. So the Amarta house, they are not us. They actually overthrew the kingdom, so at some point we'll have to go back and pick that up. Not too worried about it right now, and actually I'm kind of hoping the emperor here just goes after him now. I think he has claims on it, maybe. Let's see. Nope, he doesn't have claims, but hopefully he just goes after it at some point. We'll see. But that's where we're sitting right now. Well, we are 20 years into our player character's life. He's 48. As you can see, our house is breaking up because our older brother cannot keep the empire together. Blemia finally broke out. That's okay. That keeps a buffer between them and Hamed. I'm eventually going to have to go do something about that. But for now, that's what it is. We continue to blob out over here and move into West Africa as fast as we can. Really, I'm attacking multiple titles at once just to go as fast as I possibly can, and I cannot go fast enough in my lifetime. Like, we are taking a lot of ground, but it kind of looks like we are, but it also feels like we should be going faster. But I'm going about as fast as I can to siege things. I need some quick battles where I just attack and take a prisoner and take it, is pretty much where I'm at. But we are moving very quickly, and hopefully we can keep going throughout this guy's life, and who knows, I don't think we're going to be able to get another empire. 34 more in Guinea, that would be tough to get 34 more in probably maybe 20 years, so there may be a chance that we get it. We'll see how this goes. We are 58 years old, so 30 years at this point with this guy. We have grown quite a bit. I'm actually thinking, because this is in such disarray, while I'm strong in one, I might go north a little bit here and take out some of these guys in the desert. So Might do some of that. I might go back a little bit even and pick up some that we've lost here because it's not our house. Some of it is our house, but these are not our house, so I might go back through and get those. We obviously have lost a little bit. We can go back and get that over time. I mean, the goal right now is to cover as much as Africa as we can so that we can go back through and pick up the little pieces here and there as we need to. But I really am pleased with how we progressed with Hamar. So we'll see how much farther we can get. He is feeling fine. So maybe we've got 15 years left with him. And we seem to be able to get, I don't know, maybe we seem to be able to get about 20 to 30 counties. Is it? No, it's not counties. Yeah, counties. Duchies are the big one. Yeah, we seem to be able to get, I'll just say titles. We seem to get about 20 to 30 titles every 10 years. So we do have a shot. I could probably, in the time that we have left, I could probably get 12 more in Guinea and have the Empire of Guinea. I am a little bit hesitant to do that. Just simply, how much do I have? Yeah, I only have a little bit of Mali. I'm hesitant to do that just because I think we would end up fighting each other out of the gate. I'd rather go get some of these other domains up in here before we completely stretch that far. We'll see how it goes, though. Bokur Hamar of Kanem-Bornu has passed on at 61 years of age. He died under mysterious circumstances, known to be an exceptional strategist. He spent many of his days examining fields and drilling his troops. Bokur Baraka ascends to the throne, an accomplished diplomat. Vassals and foreign rulers alike are sure to respect him. So, I died under mysterious circumstances, which can only mean that someone killed me. I want to see if it even said. No, can't see it. I was curious. So, we could have lived longer, but somebody killed us. So, it is what it is. Our son takes over. Let's see if I can show you where we're at. We are at war, but we did get north a little bit here. So, we'll see how it goes because my brother has a significant amount down here. So I'm curious if he wants to come after us in some capacity or not. We'll see. Let's see if we got a faction. Yeah, we've already got factions going. So, yep, this is going to be fun to navigate. So here we go. We will. I'll definitely stop and let you know if something comes to pass here with all the factions. Well, I thought I was gonna avoid all the faction wars and independence wars and everything, but we didn't. Thankfully, it's just this little contingent here. They have a lot of troops, but I think I'm gonna be okay. All right, we were able to beat the independence faction. So we settled that one. It got a little hairy for a second, but then we got ourselves under control and took it all back. So we will try to start branching out again now that that's been taken care of. Time for an update. As you can see, we have gone east. We've added some here. We actually got to add here through vassalage, and so they were the house of PalmTreeLife, and so as I was sitting there, I built good relationships with them, and I was just able to vassalize them, so I took a lot of land over here without really having to attack anything. And then you can see we're snaking our way through here. We are almost to the Atlantic Ocean, so we've almost got Indian Ocean to Atlantic Ocean with our house. We are getting very close. You can see there's different branches, cadet branches of our house. We'll see how long this takes, whether I am okay with cadet branches, but the whole goal of this was to unite Africa under one house, not one dynasty. So if it gets really dire and frustrating and stuff, maybe I'll just say that's okay, but that's not the goal. The goal is under one house, so we actually need Azuron to pick it up here. They've kind of been collapsing over there, but we'll keep on rolling. This guy, We have been getting really far with this guy. His traits are so good, and we've been able to move so much faster with him. So we're going to keep trying to take as much ground as we can while he's alive. And he is 45 and feeling fine, so hopefully we can make it. We are 52 and feeling fine. We have definitely going this way. Things are looking positive. I think maybe I've got 10 to 15 years left with this guy. I'm trying to decide if I want to, I feel like just going to the Atlantic Ocean is just something I want to do versus what might be wise in attacking some of these other areas. Because with the Faith and the Ashari, eventually they will call a holy war and just call all of them in. So I'm trying to be mindful that they might do that and try to take out some of these branches of the Islamic faith so that I don't have to face it all at one time. I don't know. So I'm trying to be careful, but we'll keep going, and we'll see how far we can get with this guy's life. And when he does die, that may be this episode. We'll see how close we are. If we can get really close, I may try to finish it in this episode, but I would say that it's looking like 1 or 2 more episodes to actually complete this goal of uniting Africa under one house. All right, I've been looking north and west for sure. What I'm seeing here in Blemia is they are fighting 2 really tough battles. They have no allies and they have no military right now. And when I look at what is trying to be taken from them, it's heavily on the east there and south. And so I think I can jump in and take this duchy from them. And it'll go a long way for us spreading out. And I think I'm coming to the conclusion that if you're going to do this playthrough and try to unite Africa, maybe at all, but even under one house, it may be better to start in central and spread out rather than on one corner. So I would say that's something I'm learning so far. So let us... I'll wait a couple months just to get my men-at-arms up. I still have not... I'm still tribal. I have not gone to feudal. I don't think I'm going to go to feudal if I can avoid it. I think I'm going to stay tribal just because it's so much easier to attack quickly when you're tribal. I'm going to try to stay... Because we are close. If we were further away, I'd probably have to go to feudal. But we're so close, I'm going to try to stay. Alrighty, let's go after these guys and see what we can do here. Yeah, that's a lot that we can take right there. We're going to go after that. Alright, took out Blemia pretty good. Pretty easily, in fact. I mean, they had no army, so it wasn't that hard. So we'll look for our next one and see how much more we can blob out here. Well, we just got done with a war with Ghana and some of the Mali Duchy down here. We were able to take a significant amount there. And we are getting close to the end with Baraka. He's done really well in leading our empire, but I think he's not going to make it much longer. Honestly, I'm a little bit hesitant to even attack anything right now, because I don't want to be in the middle of a war when we do the succession. I might... Can I attack Jen? Yeah, maybe I'll try to take Jen since it's only 1, and then we'll get that kingdom that we can pass off to within succession. So maybe I'll do that, but outside of that, I'm not really interested in anything else. Borkur Baraka of Kanem-Bornu has crossed the door to the world of spirits at 63 years of age. He died from a seizure. Although quite famous for his sharp intellect, he could still not outsmart Nadar. Bokur Abu Bakr ascends to the throne in possession of fabulous riches. Only time will tell if he will make the realm thrive or boost on the gold like a dragon. Alright, we made it really far under him. So let me show you this. I did end up trying to do a couple more battles. We're close to winning those. I did take Jen, and I took one more up here. But you can see we are pretty far branched out. We are feeling fine, even though we're a drunkard and wounded or something. And we are stressed out, so I'll have to do something about the stress. But we did make it pretty far. Hopefully we don't get a lot of factions. It looks like there is going to be some independence factions, but hopefully we can avoid a lot of that so that we can just stay focused on spreading out as far as we can. And I'm hoping within the next episode or two we'll have our big war with Hamed, because everything else will be pretty much wrapped up. So that's kind of the goal with this. We'll see where we end up. Well, okay, we are gonna end this episode here, but as you can see, we are 48, we're feeling fine, and I need to make it a little while longer. And the reason why is my son was killed in battle, not mine. I had him where he could not, like, I forbid him from fighting for me, but he had his own battle and died in it. And so now I do have a grandson, but he's 1. So I need to make it like 15 more years so that he's an adult when he takes over the empire. It also, I'm thinking I may not try to expand super far as a result, because if I don't make it super far, or I either have to go after all of it, which I don't think I can do in a matter of like 15 years. That's a lot. Because if I don't make it and he's a child and I've taken a bunch of land where people hate me, they are definitely going to try to overthrow him. So I feel like I'm going to have to be careful. I might pick out 1 or 2, just a little bit here and there, but I'm going to have to be really, really careful. We are expanded, though. We are into west, north, east, and we have all of Central Africa. So we have made it pretty far. But this is going to be interesting. The cool thing is that if we can effectively establish our grandson where we can position it where nobody's going to overthrow him, and he does take over in the 20-year-old area, he could have 50-ish years, and we might be able to do it in his lifetime. We'll see. But I'm going to have to be careful how far I advance at this point. So if you would, like and subscribe. I appreciate you checking in, being a part of this journey. And if you have any suggestions, I'm all ears. We are getting to a very interesting place. There is things happening constantly in the background that I'm just going to be frank with you. I think you would be happy to not have to deal with all of this stuff. It's kind of getting tedious to deal with all the decisions and things, simply because we're not really doing a role-playing playthrough. We're doing a conquering playthrough. If we were doing role-playing, it would be interesting, but we're just trying to get Africa at this point. So hope that you check in next time, and I'm gonna try. I'm gonna do my very best to try to wrap this up in the next episode or 2. So we'll see if we can do that. But I'll see you next time.